He is raging, the Asp. 86 left. 32 left.
73.
Still 32 left.
Nathan, you require 20.
Break of throw incoming as the 9:30 from Gibraltar Airport takes off behind us.
Significant shift over to the left-hand side, but he's overdone it. Double 5 instead now for Aspinall.
10. There you require
It's a
32.
very nervy, edgy, anxious third leg, this one. Once again, Aspinall squanders the opportunity for a break of throw. Chizzy returns with 3 clear darts at double 16 for a 2-1 lead, and he makes no mistake this time.
We'll take Nathan to throw first. Game on.
Well, that is a big missed opportunity, and Dave Chisnall breathes a sigh of relief because he knows he's been let off there.
140.
The scoring all weekend has been excellent from Nathan Aspinall. The finishing has been a bit up and down. I mean, it wasn't great at the start of his match with Van Gerwen, but Van Gerwen was equally poor.
96.
And it allowed the Asp to go 4-0 up in that one, 5-0 up, in fact. Nathan even said, I was thinking, I'm going to whitewash
57.
Michael Van Gerwen here. This is amazing. And then Van Gerwen went absolutely bonkers and nearly got back in the match.
And he spoke afterwards about how much he was shaking when he was 5-0 up as he entered that 6th leg. He stopped short of making that analogy with dogs, but you get my point.
Yes. Shaking like a leaf, I think was how he went with it. Something like
60.
that.
Well, it was 4 years ago that Nathan Aspinall made his European Tour debut. He beat Vincent van der Voort that weekend in Venray, by the way. And as recently as 2017, winning a Challenge Tour title that year was the biggest achievement, his best achievement of that particular campaign. And here we are 2 years on from that, and Nathan Aspinall is one of the biggest names in the sport. He has been talked of as a world champion in December and January next year.
I think Nathan Aspinall is the greatest advertisement for the Challenge Tour that you could possibly have, as he looks at another 57 to leave the bullseye for a 164. What a man! What a player!
Nathan Aspinall.
Come on, Steve West, crack a smile. That was spectacular. Even Chizzy appreciates that.
Well, that's got him going. Little wonder Chizzy's perspiring a little bit on the upper lip there.
100.
That is the highest checkout of the weekend. We saw Bull miss for a 170, Bull miss for a 167, but the 164 goes for the Asp. And it'll be hard pushed to better that.
$85.
Fair few exasperated gestures and glances from these two in the early stages of this one, but just 1 or 2 signs that things are coming together for Nathan Aspinall a little bit. He's left himself 265. He's in a good position on this Chizzy throw, actually.
125.
Or at least he was before that visit. I think Aspinall still has a shout here. Good use of the 19s. Very effective use of the 19s as well.
133.
Gets him down to 132.
Well, he's just pinned a bullseye finish. He might need a couple more. He does have quite a chunky dart, a bulbous-ended dart, so first dart goes in the ball. He could then move to the treble 14, but let's see how it lands. Well, it doesn't even hit the 25. So he'll try and leave himself double 16. He hated that dart.
60.
He won't be particularly happy about that visit at all.
Yeah, it was a sarcastic wow after the second dart. 91 for Chizzy. Tops for Chizzy. Double 10 for a 3-2 lead.
81.
Half an inch inside the wire.
Requires 72.
Chance to hit the front for the first time in this contest. Beautiful treble 16.
He was
And
on
a
the fifth
beautiful
flag,
double
Nathan
12. And
Aspinall.
Nathan Aspinall does hit the front in this
Sixth
one.
flag, Nathan to
3-2
Thoreau
up.
first.
7
Game on.
legs required to make the final. The Asp has never been this far in a European Tour event. Dave Chisnall has been here many, many times.
123.
Did, of course, make the final of this event, Dave Chisnall.
100.
A few years ago, lost out to Michael Van Gerwen. That was the 2016 edition.
Yeah, 7 times a European Tour finalist,
120.
but he's lost 5 of them.
$83.
Nathan has a kind of a weird record in finals of PDC events. I mean, he's beaten Rob Cross, the world number 2, in a major final. Beat Michael Smith in Las Vegas earlier this year.
60.
That's his most recent final, actually.
And as we mentioned with Ratajski, 5 out of 5 in finals for him. If he gets through, that's a strong argument for making it 6 out of 6.
100.
Well, Christoph Ratajski beat Nathan Aspinall.
And there's another one.
Beat him the back end of June, just before he went to Vegas and won. He lost to Willie O'Connor. Well beaten by Willie O'Connor. Played fantastically, did the Magpie.
42.
Brian Searle was the man he beat to kick things off the back end of last year. It was, well, this month last year. Just gone the year anniversary of Nathan Aspinall picking up his first PDC title.
Just a lovely motion from Dave Chisnall there with that third and final dart.
156.
Great chance for Chizzy to break back straight away.
Oh, behave, Nathan.
Well, that would have been, I
83.
think, more valuable than the
They
164.
require 38.
Given the context of the situation now, that would have been for a hold of throw for a 4-2 lead. Chizzy, I think, will go straight for this, but he's come inside, and that will leave double 8s.
30.
And it's not to be.
Nathan, you require 73.
Big moment in this game for a bit of daylight between these two. Single 14. Double top.
53.
Well, the finishing has
They
left a little bit to be
require
desired from these
8.
two. I'm not complaining, given the entertainment and the drama these two have served up between them so far this weekend. I think it's fairly understandable that the jitters might start to creep in, and the
Games on
standards
the
might
sixth
slip.
flag, Dave Chisnall.
Extremely high standards they are too.
7th flag, Dave to throw first.
Thought he was going to take that off for a moment there.
Game
Thought we
on.
might have had a
Oh,
Colin Lloyd moment on our hands.
not sure anybody's quite ready for that.
They are both feeling it up there. It is very, very warm under the lights. It's been a warm day here in Gibraltar. One break apiece. 3 legs all. Chizzy on throw. His flights keep on popping out.
85.
Well, he's run out of flights as well, because there's a whole bunch of kids here in Gibraltar who keep on clamouring at the gates here, just at the
Back of the arena.
back of the arena.
100.
Asking him all about, oh, give us some flights, give us some flights. I think Chizzy's run out. I mean, I don't know what happens if he absolutely annihilates one by Robin Hooding himself. He might not have any other option. Might have to go back to the kids and ask him for a couple back. I'm not sure they're going to give him.
Well, luckily he gave me 3 as a little present, and I've got them in my...
Were you among the
Case here.
kids?
I'm not-
140.
No, I wasn't outside standing by the
Giving it
gate.
the old senior Chizzy, please give me your flights.
I was just offered them straight away.
Oh, big time Charlie.
Anyway, I'm saying if he does need some, I'll give them back.
140.
That's very kind of you. Now,
140.
intriguing little passage of
136.
play coming up. Intriguing.
Double 8s.
120.
Do you want George Noble just having a glance over his shoulder. There's a little
Nathan,
bit,
you
of
require 121.
a little bit of a disturbance in the crowd. One or two rogue elements, shall we say. Now then, Nathan.
96.
Well, they've both had a dart for the leg.
16.
But Chizzy much better placed. 4-3 beckons.
Still beckons.
Game shot on the 7th flag. Dave Chisnall. I think Nathan to throw first.
Just
Game
about
on.
Dave Chisnall. Well, this also has the hallmarks and the potential for a match that's going to go all the way
100
to 13 legs.
It's taken a while for the Asp to produce his first max.
100.
And surprising that Chizzy's only been able to conjure up one so far in this encounter.
41.
A slip from the Asplo. Might just allow Chizzy back in.
That's not the split screen. That monkey is not throwing those darts, just in case you're a little bit confused.
$100. $140.
Venom behind that second dart as well from Chizzy. I think it's there for the taking, this one.
60. Now you require 121.
Again, we find ourselves at the end of a leg with two players on similar checkouts in a tight game.
57. Nathan, you require 120.
Aspinall on strike looking at Shanghai.
Awkward.
Yeah, steps to the right to find a way through, and he can't find a way through. And
Could go ball. Oh.
88. Davey requires 64.
well, if he does get the chance, he's set it up absolutely perfectly. But the question is whether he will get the opportunity. It was a treble, Dave. So you are looking at double eight.
Daylight.
Daylight.
For the first time in this semi-final, we see a two-leg gap open up.
9 flag, Dave to throw first. Game on.
2 breaks to 1 in favour of the number 4 seed Dave Chisnall, a European Tour champion earlier this year in Denmark, on course for a second in 2019.
59.
Just seemed to be clutching his shoulder, or was he just, I don't know, maybe the fabric got caught up.
He's already threatened to take his shirt off once, so I don't think we need him to go any further.
It's a bit clingy, I think, tonight in the conditions.
140. $96.
Very similar in the averages as well.
100.
Just another measure of how close it has been, but Dave Chisnall just has this little bit of breathing space to work with now.
Yeah, the Asp has missed a fair few more doubles.
140.
If you're going to be 10 points clear of Chizzy in the first 9 average, you'd fancy your chances, but the Asp, well, he's had chances. He's just missed too many of them.
100.
It's his second maximum, Nathan Aspinall.
And it's a really well-timed one as well, because it puts him down to 81.
140. Nathan, you require 81.
This is a chance that he cannot miss.
Double 12. Chizzy ready to pounce on 66, but he won't get the opportunity. Aspinall, 2 breaks apiece now, and we're back on throw at 5-4.
Nathan to throw first.
One of Chisnall's better
Game
legs,
on.
to be honest. 66 left after 12, and... Sorry, 66 left after 9. No, it was 12.
140.
This game is alive. Neither man is hitting the heights that they've hit so far this weekend. If one of them can just find that level that they've already produced on this stage today, then the game is there for the taking.
131.
The Asp might be doing it.
I just wonder whether that experience of playing a full day on the European Tour, a full final day and a full session, is something that may just prove beneficial for Dave Chisnall in the final reckoning. I think it will come down to fine margins such as that, especially when you're playing in
140.
high temperatures like this as well.
Well, certainly, but then again, Nathan Aspinall won the UK Open, and that's winning multiple games in the final day. Admittedly, his performance in the final against Rob Cross wasn't great, but it was good enough to win.
90.
And here it might be good enough to level. Staying on the ball. He's a little bit concerned. Didn't have to go 25. Yeah, lovely. Double 16. Yeah, he's just double checking because he's not used to going that route. But it's a fantastic way of doing it.
58.
And it's a shame it didn't work out from his point of view. But no damage done so far because Chizzy's on 215 and Aspinall will return looking at double 16.
121. Nathan, you require 32.
Done that all weekend, Dave Chisnall. Even if his first dart's nowhere near where it should be.
He's on the 10th
His recovery darts are superb. But it matters not in this leg.
To throw first.
Because that daylight, the two-leg gap, has been immediately obliterated by the Asp. Chizzy still holds the ace of throwing first in this one, but it
60.
is a race to 2, effectively.
The other feature for Chizzy this weekend has been his accuracy on treble 19 as well. It's been noticeable throughout.
140.
He's been pounding the 180s, but he's been switching to the 19s very, very effectively as well. And there again, case in point.
96.
I do fear that Chizzy is in the middle of a bit of an Asp charge, though, because look at those last 2 legs. 25 darts to win 2 legs.
134.
I mean, it could have been back-to-back 12 darters for Nathan Aspinall quite comfortably. And it's 2 treble visits to start this leg, and Chizzy, he needed that, but he is knocked down to a finish. And if the Asp can have another 2 treble visits, or a 3 treble visits, or a 3 treble visits.
What a response. It was a double-edged sword for Chizzy with the 180, leaving himself a bogey number, but that will really hurt now.
47.
A 12-dart break, a 13-dart hold,
47.
and a potential 11-dart break here for Nathan Aspinall to take charge of this semi-final. And he's on double 16 once again. And he finds the double 8, and he's won 3 without replying. And we have got an issue here.
Oh, George Noble, you tell him.
Yeah, that's been simmering. I did notice George Noble look over his shoulder earlier. Nathan Aspinall
12
took
legs,
exception
Nathan
there.
to throw first. Game on.
Quite right, George Noble. Do not mess with the governor. You've got world-class darts, some of the best players in the world, putting on a show for you. Cheer all you like.
42.
Give him some respect. You will respect George Noble. You will respect Nathan Aspinall. The last 3 legs, 12 darter, 13 darter, 12 darter. If you don't put the Asp to bed when you had the chance early on, he can come back from anywhere. This is why he is one of the hottest properties in world darts right
42.
now.
Yeah, well, security have identified the perpetrator, by the way, so I think that should be the end of it. And these two can focus on the matter in hand.
140.
Chizzy's matter in hand is levelling things up at 6 apiece. Aspinall has the momentum behind him, but Chizzy's in charge in this leg. Although Nathan Aspinall might well come back at him here with another 180. And he has done. It's a 4th 180 for Nathan Aspinall.
And they have all come in the last 5 legs, having gone 4-3 down.
140.
Chizzy first to a finish on the Aspinall throw. The Asp on a 2 darter though.
There you are, 141.
He's already taken this out.
Hasn't he just? Won't take it out here, though.
95. Nathan, you require 97.
2 darts away from a place in a first ever European Tour final for Nathan Aspinall.
21 scored, 76 left. 56 left, which he can't do in one dart. So he leaves himself tops, but Dave Chisnall can force a last leg decider. He would have the throw in that last leg decider as well. Can he hold it together? Tops it is. Last dart.
Cheers! Dave Chisnall.
We do get another leg.
And these two have delivered.
Final leg, Dave.
Always had the potential to go the distance, this one.
Game on.
And we are into a 13th leg. It will be unlucky for some. Well, in his most recent European Tour semi-final, he was battered 7-1 by Michael van Gerwen.
$100.
Very different story this time around.
Look at that. 100 average for Aspinall, 96 for Chisnall. And yet the Asp has missed 16 darts at double in that. I mean, it could have been another enormous ton-plus average from the Asp if he'd finished a little bit better.
140.
He needs to find a break throw in this last leg, and already he's chasing
57.
and chasing and trudges to the board because he knows that Chiz can take this away from him.
Simply had to come away with 2 trebles on that visit.
100.
Chizzy is down to a finish first on his throw.
And he's going to get 6 darts from 161 from here. And Nathan Aspinall, so good all weekend. He beat Van Gerwen. He beat Peter Wright. But I don't think he's going to beat Dave Chisnall.
137.
Because there are match darts incoming for yet another Euro Tour final for the Professor Dave Chisnall. He's hit a 9-darter today. He has been sublime. This has been his worst performance of the weekend, and yet he might still beat one of the hottest properties in darts right now in a last leg decider.
Double 12 for Chizzy.
Shot.
And double 12 is pinned by Chizzy. And a lovely embrace between the pair of them to wrap up what has been a really key